Well, first of all, I think we have to remember that it's only one country that has the ability, the means, and the motivation to interfere and play an important role, a crucial role, in Burma's internal affairs. That is China. And China's interest in Burma are long-term strategic. Burma is the only neighboring country that provides China with an outlet to the Indian Ocean. That's what they call the China-Myanmar Economic Corridor. And that is something of utmost importance to China's security planners. And no other country has the same kind of interest, really. India, of course, has an interest too, but it's mainly to make sure that China's influence doesn't get too overwhelming. And they also want to see Myanmar as a kind of conduit between themselves and India and the economies of Southeast Asia. They look east now, act east policy. But still, India is way behind China when it comes to capacity, when it comes to means, to do something about the situation. ASEAN is a bit of a problem. I mean, I always argue that ASEAN is the world's most overrated, ineffective regional bloc. And that is quite clear because they have two cardinal principles: consensus and non-interference. And if your policies are based on those two concepts, you really can't do anything, can you? And if you look at it historically, there's not a single issue that ASEAN has managed to solve. Whereas, take East Timor, it was considered an internal Indonesian issue, and ASEAN did not interfere, even when getting a good real out of hand there. It was Australia that had to intervene in the end. You have border conflicts between Vietnam and Cambodia, between Cambodia and Thailand, border disputes between Thailand and Laos. You have a cross-border Muslim insurgency in southern Thailand, which was Malaysia. And still, ASEAN is not doing anything. It cannot do anything because they cannot reach a consensus. And now, apparently, they try to do something, at least they claim they do. So that is 5-point consensus, as they call it. But they've already been dismissed by the junta. They're paying no attention to it whatsoever. And why should they? And all it calls for is basically, saying, calm down and let's talk. I mean, it doesn't say more than that, really. And now Anwar Ibrahim, the new Prime Minister of Malaysia, believes that he can do something to get some kind of dialogue, whatever it is, between the junta and the resistance forces. That's not going to work.